do have questions of what makes it different, so if I don't answer them in the demo, really, feel free to ask. I don't mind it at all. So really excited about this product simply for the fact that this is a very fluid water-based acrylic paint. Very, very liquid. So liquid that each bottle has a mixing ball in there that we want to shake this up. The great thing about this paint, of course, is going to be its coverage. It's got really nice coverage on a variety of surfaces. It works on great things like plastic, metal, glass, paper, wood, fabric. When you go to use it, it isn't a dabber bottle. One thing you're going to notice, of course, is the viscosity, which is a very thin paint, which means unlike the regular paint dabbers, this isn't going to pack up and clog up the top of the dabber. As you can see, all the pores at the top just kind of open up and it stays domed. When you go to put the paint on, if you want to blend it out, you can certainly blend it out with the tip of the dabber, or if you dab it out and you don't want any of these paint lines, you can simply go in with your fingers and you can smooth that right out. It's almost like a fluid chalk, but it is a paint. If you didn't want to use your fingers, you can go in with your blending tool, and you can take your blending tool or foam and you can blend that out as well. One of the things, though, I like about this paint is that if you use your fingers, if you get it on your hands, this will clean off with just a baby wipe. So if you wanted to work like on a canvas or a large project and you kind of wanted to get in there with your fingers, you don't have to worry about this staining your fingers the way it needs to. So this will come off your fingers no matter what. Fingernails, different story. Yes. It's permanent off that.
But if you get it on your fingernails, you can use hairspray.
Really? See, Claudine said vodka this morning, so...
Well, that I like to drink. I don't like to use it.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, so I'd be like... Yeah. All right. So drying time on this. Drying time on this paint, something thin like this would be about 1.5 to 2 minutes. If it's thicker, you could probably get a drying time of anywhere up to 5 minutes. I'm just drying it with the heat tool for a few seconds just so you can kind of see when it's totally dry. What I do love about this paint when it is dry is that when you feel over the top of it, you cannot feel where the paper is or where the paint begins.
No, that we were so
There's no hand, there's no texture into this because again, it doesn't have any fillers. So when we work with this, it's so thin that when you put it on, you're like, what is this? Is this a ink or a paint? It's kind of inky paint, really. Thanks. From a cool reactive property is this thing. When we work with it in true distress fashion, when we have paint on a surface, this paint, of course, is going to react with water. So when I spray this, it's actually going to travel outward. Okay? It's the same way the ink pads do, the same way the stains do. It's going to have that really great reactive feature. Unlike regular paint where you think, oh yeah, well regular paint would actually just get wet. Well no, this actually wicks out. And this will maintain its color. So I'm just going to let that blob sit there and air dry. So you can see when I sprayed it with water, it kind of got almost like a milky haze to it. You'll see how that dries. It's going to dry up really, really nice. So from blending colors, we can actually go in with a variety of colors. And we'll apply them directly to our craft sheet.
Alors ça c'est pour le caption silicone. Mon bureau est entièrement recouvert de caption inverse.
Will the paints mix if you get this paint on this one? Will it mix?
It won't contaminate it, but you could. Yeah, you could actually mix the colors. So if I wanted to blend some colors, you know, let's say I had some color on there, I could go in with another one of the dabbers, and I can blend wet onto wet, and I don't have to worry about contaminating this. It's simply going to go right onto the top, but I can always wipe this off, and then you just flood it through with the new color paint, so it's always going to go back to its original color. Yeah, so you don't have to, it's only designed to dispense paint and not absorb it. Same thing, yeah. The way that valve is, it's actually just designed to do an extension flow. It doesn't absorb stuff back in. Because we don't want anything to go in and contaminate the paints or the products. So just use some of that right now. Let's see what we get. It's a bonus. Okay. So what I'm going to do on this, I'm just going to go ahead and mix this with water. I mixed it with water simply because this is going to give me a little bit more open time. So if I was using the paints on a big surface like a canvas, I would normally go in and just mix the canvas with water, and that's going to allow me to go in and really blend the colors around. But here I can just go in and I'm just going to start blending these colors right here on my tag. And what's cool about this, of course, is how they blend. So if we look on this craft sheet, you can see that all the colors have stayed exactly how they were. On the paper, they're all beginning to marbleize. So this paint's very unique in the fact that it's not going to create that mud. It's not going to muddy up. And of course it is going to be reactive with water. So if we hit that with water, you're going to get those colors to wick out even a little bit more. And you'll see them marbleize. So I'm just going to dry this with a heat tool. Doesn't mean you always have to air dry this. You certainly don't. You could let this
On va
just
faire
kind of
ça
sit
en
on its
atelier
own,
aussi,
but I
hein,
like to
c'est
hit
cool, là.
it with some heat to speed it up. Now this right here, you can go in with something else and put it on that.
Papier sur le cou.
But I even love the color there. Yeah, exactly. Pick up a piece of canvas and like lay it on top of it.
Just make flowers.
C'est bon, parfait.
I love that.